Hi everyone, this is Story Time and welcome to Digital English Hub Bedtime Stories. I am Ranjana and today I'm going to narrate you a story. The title of the story is The Fox Who Dreamed of Being a King. This is basically a traditional folk tale and I have listened this story uh, from my grandpa. And now I have translated this story in English for you. Basically, this was a Dogri folk tale. Okay, children. So today I'm going to tell you about the strangest fox our jungles have ever seen. A fox who wanted to become a king without ever fighting for a battle. Long ago, in the heart of a dense jungle, lived a fox. That was not any ordinary fox. He was clever, he was cunning, and above all, he was ostentatious. What is ostentatious? Ostentatious is a person who is showy, who loves to show off. Every morning, he would stand before a little pond and admire his own reflection in the pond, in the water. He would puff out his chest with pride, lift his chin up, and swish his bushy tail. Then he would sigh. Oh, how magnificent the loin looks! Everyone bows before him. Everyone respects him. If I could become the king of jungle. And then the fox tried roaring like the lion, king of jungle. When he roared, it sounded more like yip yip. Why? Because it was not a lion, he was a fox. Then he practiced walking proudly like the lion. Instead, he tripped over his own tail. And the monkeys, other animals watching in the jungle, the monkeys watching on the trees, burst into laughters. And among those one monkey chuckled and he said, "You will need more practice than a loud voice to become a king, I think." The fox frowned. What is frown? Frown is to look at someone with angry face. If I cannot become the king through strength, I will become the king through my brain, the fox said. And a smile spread across his face. Why? Because he have a plan. So what was the plan? Not far away from the jungle stood the towering mountains and huge rocky cliffs surrounded its base, the base of that towering mountain. So nestled among those rocks was a beautiful little pond. Its crystal clear water sparkled in the sunlight. The water of that pond, since it was crystal clear, clean, so every animal visited that pond to drink water. The rabbits, the squirrels, the deers, the mongooses, the birds, the elephants, and every animal in the jungle, he used to visit that pond to drink water. The fox, he climbed onto the tallest rock beside the pond. And from there, he looked almost like a king sitting upon his throne. To make himself even look grander, he found two shiny golden rings that someone had dropped in the jungle long ago. He proudly wore those uh, golden rings in his ears and he admired himself. Oh, yes, now I truly look like royal. The first visitor to that pond was the tiny squirrel. She happily skipped towards the water. Just as she bent down to drink the water, stop! The fox's voice echoed across the rocks. The squirrel nearly dropped his hurt acorn. So, what is an acorn? An acorn is a fruit that is liked very much by the squirrels. And the trembling squirrel said, Who are you?" The fox uh, when he asked, "Who are you?" the fox folded his paws. The fox folded his paws behind his back. And like this, he said, "I am the king of this pond." The king? And the fox said, "Indeed, if you wish to drink my water, you must first sing my royal praise." The squirrel was nervous. The king, the royal praise. And the squirrel said, "But I am thirsty." The fox said, "No rhyme, no rhyme, no water." And the poor squirrel, what choice did she have now? So she asked, "What should I sing in your praise, fox?" He said, "Sing after me. I'll teach you what you have to sing for me in praise." So the fox very proudly said, taught the squirrel, "Upon the throne our ruler sits." So who is a ruler? Ruler is the king. Upon and throne is the chair for the king. Upon the throne our ruler sits, wearing golden rings that glitters. Who is that fellow, proud and sly? It's our king standing high. Hail our king, hail our king, long live our mighty jungle king. And the poor squirrel, she folded her tiny paws together and sang after him, but in a very polite and gentle voice, in a little voice. "Upon the throne our ruler sits, wearing golden rings that glitters. Who is that fellow, proud and sly? It's our king, standing high. Hail our king, hail our king, long live our mighty jungle king." And the fox was so happy. He smiled proudly. His whiskers almost danced with joy. And he said, "You may drink now." And then Squirrel drank the water and she went away. After some time came the rabbit. And now the fox stopped the rabbit also. He also asked the fox that he also need to sing the song in his praise. And the rabbit also sang the song in his praise. The fox taught him how to sing, what to sing, and the rabbit repeated after him, and he also sang. And this started happening with the other animals also. Then came the mongoose, then came the deer, then the porcupine, monkeys, parrots, and one after another animals started visiting there. And the fox told each and every animal there that if he want to drink the water, he has to sing the song in his praise. Every animal had to sing before drinking. Within a few days, the strange news spread throughout the jungle. The animals grumbled. "The fox has become now unbearable. What, but what can we do?" And among all these creatures lived an old monitor lizard. So do you know what is a monitor lizard? What is a yes, monitor lizard? Monitor lizard, you can search its image in the Google images. Just type there monitor lizard and you will get the image. So monitor lizard is basically a big size lizard. It looks like a lizard or a dragon, you can say, or you can say it's like a small dinosaur. It lives underground in the holes. And so, yes, you can search how does a monitor lizard looks like on internet. So that old monitor lizard was slow. She was wrinkled and she was slow, but she was wise, very wise. So she listened quietly to everyone's complaints that what fox is doing there is stopping all the animals from drinking water, and he's forcing all the animals to sing song in his praise. And then she smiled. The monitor lizard, old monitor lizard, she smiled and she said, "Okay, I think it's a time someone taught that arrogant fox a lesson." What is arrogant? Arrogant is proudy. So the next morning, she slowly walked to the pond, and the fox spotted her immediately. "Stop! No one drinks my water without singing." The old monitor lizard looked up. "My dear king," she said politely, "my throat is terribly dry. If I sing first, I shall become thirsty again." Now, I would like to end the story here. Not end, I would like to stop here, and rest of the story I'll tell you tomorrow at the same time. Until then, bye, sweet dreams, and see you tomorrow at the same time. I have to stop the recording, I think.